Hello students, I am Mohan Kumari. Welcome back to MK classes for biology. Today I am going to start with the new chapter of NCRT class 12, that is human reproduction, which is very interesting chapter. So in the previous videos I have told you about the reproduction in organisms. Let me glance the definition once again. What is reproduction? Yes, reproduction is the ability of the living organisms to produce a new generation of living organisms similar to themselves. So in that we had studied different types of reproduction that involves sexual or asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Reproduction in humans is of sexual reproduction that involves the production of gametes, that is spermatozoa or the sperm from the male partner and egg or ovum from the female partner, and it is said to be viviparous. It is the direct development of giving birth to young ones after the complete development of the fetus in the body of the in the womb of the mother. Events of reproduction. So, events of reproduction involves the first event, that is the gametogenesis, is nothing but the formation of gametes. In case of male, it is called as spermatogenesis, where the sperms are produced, where in case of female, it is called oogenesis, where the egg or ova are produced. And the second event is the insemination. Here the transfer of spermatozoa or sperm into the female genital tract takes place. And the third event is the fertilization. It is nothing but the fusion of male and female gametes leading to the formation of zygote. So thus formed zygote after the fertilization undergo mitotic cell divisions to form embryo. Here one such embryonic stage is the blastocyst. The fourth event is the implantation. Implantation is the attachment of the blastocyst to the uterine wall. So the next event is the gestation. So implanted embryo, that is blastocyst, should undergo further development. So development of embryo takes place in the gestation. So after the completion of gestation period, the parturition to take place. That is nothing but the act of expelling the full term fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of the gestation period. So these are the events of reproduction in humans, that is which involves gametogenesis, insemination, fertilization, implantation, gestation and parturition. Let us study about human male reproductive system. Yes, human male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region and it consists of the primary sex organ, that is testes, secondary sex organs classified as accessory ducts and accessory glands. Accessory ducts, which includes retitestis, vasa efferentia, epididymis and vas deferens. Vas deferens. Accessory glands, which include seminal vesicles, prostate and bulbourethral glands, are called as Cooper's gland. And the third, it is the external genitalia. It is nothing but the which consists of penis. Let us study one by one now. What you can see here, it is the diagrammatic sectional view of male pelvis showing the reproductive system. Here is the diagrammatic view of male reproductive system where the part of testis is open to show the inner details. So, male reproductive system which involves the primary sex organ, that is testes. Whenever we used to write about two testes, we can use the spelling. We have to use the spelling TES, TES. If it is about one testis, then I can use the spelling. We can use the spelling TESTIS. A pair of testes, human reproductive system, male reproductive system, consists of a pair of testes which is situated outside the abdominal cavity in a sac of skin called the scrotum. This scrotum keeps the testes at a temperature 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than that of the internal body temperature, which is necessary for the synthesis of sperms. Each testis is oval in shape and measures about 4 to 5 centimeters in length and 2 to 3 centimeters in width. The outermost covering of the testis is formed by a dense fibrous membrane called as the tunica albuginea. Each testis is divided into 250 compartments. These compartments are called testicular lobules. Here you can see the compartments. So here these are the compartments you can see in the testes. So these are called as testicular lobules. Each lobule, you can see here, these are the lobules. If I say about one lobule, each lobule consists of 1 to 3 highly coiled tubules known as seminiferous tubules. Inside the lobule, you can see the coiled structure. These are the coiled structure. These coiled structures are called as the seminiferous tubules in which sperms are produced. So these are the seminiferous tubules. If I take a cross section of this seminiferous tubule, I will get this image. Each seminiferous tubule is lined on its inner side by two highly specialized cells called male germ cells, or called as the spermatogonial cells, and the quite elongated cells which are called as, can you see here, these are the elongated cells, are called Sertoli cells. These spermatogonial cells undergo meiotic cell divisions to produce sperms, where the Sertoli cells, or can be called as nurse cells, provide nutrition to the spermatogonial cells or the germ cells. The region outside the seminiferous tubules, here outside these regions contain masses of cells. You can see here the masses of cells are called interstitial cells or the Leydig cells. Interstitial or Leydig cells which synthesize and secrete the male hormone called testosterone, which maintain male sex characteristics. Let us move on to the secondary sex organs that involves accessory ducts. Let us study about accessory ducts. Here seminiferous tubules, here you can see the coiled structures inside the compartments, seminiferous tubules. This opens into the retitestes. Retitestes. Each seminiferous tubule opens into the retitestes, and these retitestes opens into the vasa efferentia. Here you can see here these are the vasa efferentia. So the seminiferous tubules opens into the vasa efferentia through retitestes. That means seminiferous tubules connected to the retitestes, then retitestes connected to the vasa efferentia. Several vasa efferentia opens into the epididymis. Here you can see here at this region Here it is the vasa efferentia. Several vasa efferentia connected to this. Can you see here the coiled region? It is called as the epididymis and carry sperm outside the testes. Here is the head of the epididymis. The whole coiled region, it is the epididymis. Epididymis is a long coiled tube. It is a long coiled tube present along the posterior surface of each testis. It continues as the vas deferens. Can you see here epididymis here, which continues as vas deferens and ascend into the abdomen, which continues as vas deferens and ascend into the abdomen to loop over the urinary bladder. It temporarily stores non-motile and immature sperms. Here you can see, here is the vas deferens, which will join the duct of the seminal vesicle. Here you can see, this is the seminal vesicles. Here you can see one seminal vesicle. These are present in pairs. At the another end, one more. The duct from the seminal vesicle, here the duct from the seminal vesicles and vas deferens together form which fuse and form a duct called as the ejaculatory duct. This ejaculatory duct pass the prostate. Can you see here? This is the prostate. It passes the prostate gland and join the urethra. They carry secretions of seminal vesicle and the sperms from the testes to the outside through urethra. Urethra originates from the bladder. You can see this is the bladder. The origin of the urethra from the bladder here. Urethra originates from the bladder and extend through the penis to its external opening called the urethral meatus. This is the urethral meatus. It carries urine from the bladder and sperm from the vas deferens through the penis. Let us move on to the accessory glands, which consist of prostate gland, which is a single gland which is present. It secretes an alkaline. You can see here, this is the single prostate gland, which secretes an alkaline fluid that can protect sperm from harsh vaginal acids. The second one is seminal vesicles. These are present in pairs. Here one. So, which secretes 60% of seminal plasma, rich in fructose, calcium citrate, prostaglandins, and enzymes, which activates the sperms and stimulate the vaginal contraction. This is the seminal vesicle. And the third one is the bulbourethral glands. These are present in pairs or called as Cooper's glands. They are attached here. You can see here they are attached to the urethra. Below this is the prostate, below this prostate gland, this secretes mucus fluid for the lubrication of the penis. So, secretion of these glands constitute the seminal plasma. It provides nutrition and a medium for the motility of the sperms. The seminal plasma with the sperm is called as the semen. So, these are the secondary sex organs, which includes accessory ducts and accessory glands. Let us move on to the external genitalia, which is called as the penis. So it is the male copulatory organ having erectile tissues and vascular spaces. When the male is sexually excited, these vascular spaces fill with blood, causing the penis to erect. The distal end of the penis, this distal end, which is called as the glans penis. The glans penis is covered by the smooth skin called foreskin or prepuce. So this is about the male reproductive system of human.